Namaste ji, namaste. Now, chapter 5, finally. Now, things are going to get much more fun. We have done the basics. Now, we need to get into the basics of arrest. And this is where the actual core crux of the CRPC now starts from the procedural point of view. So, we need to understand the difference between arrest, detention, and custody. And in the next one, we'll come to section 41, in which we'll need to open up that section and discuss its very bones and muscles, you can whatever analogy that you can come up with. Now, what is arrest and what is detention first and foremost? Hota na ki the police has detained, the police has arrested. So you will not, as a student of law from today onwards, from the moment that you're watching this lecture, you will not pay any attention to what the media uses their terms as. Remember, we are going to take the examination as per the CRPC. Alright? So when we take the exam as per the CRPC, we cannot follow what the media is up to, because the media uses these terms in a very colloquial, layman sort of way. But herein, we have to be precise, because remember, we are targeting to be a judge. And even if we don't end up becoming a judge, we are still a student of law, remember? So we need to respect these terms. Now, what is detention? So for example, let us say that you, in a very shady outfit, let's say that you are with, ऐसे आपने paint लगा रखा है mask पे, hoodie लगा के, and then you're looking like a total smackia, उड़ता पंजाब शाहिद कपूर type, and it is 2 in the night, and then you're sitting outside a market, and then the police spots you. And the police is like, ये तो गड़बड़ करेगा या गड़बड़ कर सकता है, even though as per the preamble in the liberties, thought, expression, belief, faith, worship, we really don't care what you do. But then the police can get suspicious, right? So then they pick you up. Is that an arrest or is that detention? Let's say that you go to practice a very valid right of protest and the police just picks you up and then just puts you in a bus and then takes you away. Have they arrested you or have they detained you? Stuff to think about, because if these concepts are clear, mind you, you'll be better than the competition because they don't know this. It's as simple as that. Now, we're going to discuss all of that. But first and foremost, anytime, so this is a pro tip, anytime that you think that you need to understand what the definition, always focus on the definition of the word. So always focus on the etymology of the word. अगर शब्द का अर्थ समझ में आ गया तो इसका मतलब काम हमारा जो है बिल्कुल मतलब बहुत सही हो रहा है. Now arrest is basically, and I need to monitor my audio levels etc. So I need to keep on looking down a bit क्योंकि I'm using a new mic from today onwards. So arrest is not anywhere defined in the code. Just like bail is not defined, even arrest is not defined. Now if you look up the etymology, it comes from the French word arrêt, which means to stop or stay, right? But, these 3 terms, please write them somewhere, underline them in red. Whenever you're going to mention arrest, whenever you want to explain arrest in an answer, it is either apprehension or restraint or deprivation, तीनों keywords याद रखने, of one's personal liberty. So arrest थोड़ा बहुत समझाया गया, State of Haryana versus Dinesh Kumar, this is one judgment and we have to remember in the course discuss a hell lot of judgments related to the CRPC. At least I think they are right now 15 number, but so one of them is this, but just write it down कि arrest के साथ ये related है. Just if I miss out, then you will have to just message me and tell me कि आपने ये वाली discuss नहीं कराई. थोड़ा काम आप करेंगे, थोड़ा काम हम करेंगे, तभी तो जीवन चलेगा. Okay. So whenever you're going to explain arrest, you're going to use these 3 terms: apprehension or restraint or deprivation of one's personal liberty. Okay. Then we come to the concept of the word custody. Custody क्या है? Give me this phone's custody. ये पड़ा हुआ phone. Give me this phone's custody. Means होता ना कि जी ये custody है जी, मेरी custody में दे दो. Actually इस word को हम जरा ढंग से use नहीं करते. But custody actually means guardianship. किसकी guardianship में वो है? बच्चा किसकी custody में? If the court asks you as a lawyer, and let's say that you're a practicing lawyer handling a divorce matter, let's say the court asks you, बच्चा किसकी custody में है भैया? And then you're दादा की custody में. Means guardianship. Okay. So if your custody is being taken by police, then police has taken guardianship over you. They have taken you and then basically taken you with themselves. But remember, they cannot do it at their whim and fancy. They'll have to follow 21. What is 21? Right to life. So your liberty cannot, or your right to life cannot be taken except for the procedure established by law. And which law is that? Primarily CRPC, in addition to the other laws as well. Okay. Remember, in every arrest there is custody. That means your custody. अब भाई पुलिस वाले arrest किया है तो पुलिस वाले तो लेके जाएंगे. So there is custody involved, right? But in every time your custody is taken, it is not an arrest. आप अपने नानी के घर जा रहे हैं, अब आपकी custody नानी जी के पास है, right? Arrest नहीं है वहाँ पे. Arrest कैसे हो गया? Arrest के अंदर दो चीजें आप याद रखेंगे. There is going to be apprehension or restraint or deprivation, so that is ARD. The object of the arrest is to bring the accused before a trial or a proceeding of a court, to better term it. So if that object is not there, you cannot, technically speaking, legally speaking, call it an arrest. Alright. So for example, जैसे वो आप protest करने गए outside, let's say, कहाँ पे हो रहा है आजकल protest? दिल्ली में जंतर मंतर पे. And then the police just picks you up and just throws you away like 5 किलोमीटर. वो जो 5 किलोमीटर की जो जर्नी है उसमें पुलिस ने क्या किया आपके साथ? आपको अरेस्ट करके ले गई थी पुलिस. ऑब्जेक्ट था to bring the accused before a court of trial for proceedings. वो तो कुछ कर ही नहीं रहे, वो तो जाके छोड़ रहे हैं. टेम्पररी डिटेंशन. वो मास्क वाला एग्जाम्पल अभी जो 5 मिनट पहले दिया था, जो हुड्डी वुड्डी लगा के जो आप बैठे हुए हैं, पुलिस ने क्या किया? अरेस्ट किया. And then they find out, well, you are a pretty naive sort of a soft sort of a person. They just release you. Did they arrest you? Did they detain you? They detained you. Okay. So detention के अंदर भी आपकी जो पर्सनल लिबर्टी है वो थोड़े टाइम के लिए डेप्रिवेशन, बट ऑब्जेक्ट ये नहीं है कि आपको किसी कोर्ट के सामने प्रोड्यूस किया जाए. क्लियर? थोड़ा सा तो क्लियर हुआ. अरेस्ट, कस्टडी एंड डिटेंशन. हर अरेस्ट में कस्टडी तो भाई लेनी ही पड़ेगी ना. जब आप बंदे को उठा के लेके जाएंगे तो ऑब्वियसली कस्टडी तो है ही, राइट? बट हर चीज में जब कस्टडी ट्रांसफर हो रही है, सो देयर आर कस्टडी भी डिफरेंट टाइप की होती है. अभी आगे आएंगे. देयर इज जुडिशियल कस्टडी, देयर इज पुलिस कस्टडी. मीन्स अब किसकी गार्डियनशिप में है? जज साहब की गार्डियनशिप में, पुलिस वाले की गार्डियनशिप में, वो भी अंतर है. तो थोड़ा आप दिमाग खोलना शुरू कर दीजिए. दिस दिमाग खोलना लीगली इज बीइंग टेस्टेड इन अ जुडिशरी का पेपर. So you move on from your NDTV and Ravish Kumar's usage of these words. जैसे I think उन्होंने वहाँ पे 370 के अंदर ये किया था, धारा 370 को हटा दिया गया है. धारा कब से होने लग गई? It was अनुच्छेद, right? Article is अनुच्छेद, धारा is section. So you have to be a little careful, because when you'll be tested in an exam of law, you need to be very careful with the kind of words that you're using, and they need to be simple. You need not be using Latin for all the examiner cares, but you will need to be very careful, because what the media is using, those terms differ from what you need to use as a student of law. Bhangra karne ka time ho nahi gaya. But let's come back here. Now arrest, this is a crucial MCQ for the prelims. Arrest can be made by 3 people as per the CRPC. Now अब आप कहेंगे 3 लोग? अच्छा, एक 3 से एक और चीज याद रखिएगा. So I'm going to revise the constitution as well. Remember, arrest chapter 5. What was there in part 5 of the constitution? And part 5 has 5 chapters attached to it. Now you see how fun this is. This is chapter 5, but part 5 of the constitution has 5 chapters inside of it as well. If you don't remember it right now, it has to do with the president, vice president, PM, COM, Supreme Court, CAG. रिवाइज साथ साथ करते रहिएगा. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा, मतलब अब मैं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन तो नहीं पढ़ाने लगा, पर एक बारी एक और होमवर्क, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की बैरक खोलिए. See what part 5 the title says. So it's starting from article 51 and it goes up till 151 if I'm not mistaken. 148 में CAG शुरू होता है, and then basically उसके बाद आपका पार्ट 5 के बाद पार्ट 6 शुरू होता है जाके गवर्नर से. कृपया करके एक बार पार्ट 5 के अलग अलग चैप्टर्स पे जरूर नजर मार लीजिएगा कि पार्ट 5 के चैप्टर्स, नजर एज इन डोंट रीड द एंटायर चैप्टर, जस्ट रीड कि क्या क्या है. देयर इज अ चैप्टर डेडिकेटेड टू एग्जीक्यूटिव, देयर इज अ चैप्टर डेडिकेटेड टू द यूनियन जुडिशरी. नाउ अच्छा, 3 लोग अरेस्ट हो रहे हैं, तो 3 से, दिस इज हाउ आई ऑलवेज टीच इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. व्हिच पार्ट इज द फंडामेंटल राइट्स गिवन इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? पार्ट 3, राइट? स्टैंडर्ड प्रीलिम्स का क्वेश्चन. So when I'm teaching you the CRPC, I cannot eliminate कि नहीं जी नहीं मैंने तो सिर्फ पैसे सिर्फ CRPC के लिए तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं पढ़ाएंगे, मैं पढ़ा नहीं रहा आपको. Just that this is the way that you need to remember stuff, and this is the way your mind needs to link things. Very very useful tricks for prelims. Now prelim का standard question. So arrest can be made by police officer under 41 and 42. Homework, another homework for the day is you want to open up the Bare Act and read 41. That's it. Just have a cursory look on 41. And then 42 के अंदर क्या कर सकता है? If even if it's a non-cognizable offense, just remember this. So अच्छा एक सेकंड. 2A के अंदर क्या था? 2A हम किससे शुरू हो रहे थे? Bailable and non-bailable offenses, right? 2B में क्या था? चार्ज आ गए थे भैया हमारे. 2C में क्या था? Cognizable, right? And non-cognizable. Remember in cognizable we said the police officer cannot arrest without warrant. But 42 says even if it's a non-cognizable offense and if you refuse to furnish your name to the police guy, that is your name and residence. So question क्या बनता है? Under what circumstance can a police officer arrest you under a non-cognizable offense? When you refuse to publish your name and residence. Right. Second guy who can arrest you. So can a private person make an arrest? Yes. You can, why not? 43 can do. Another homework for the day. Open up the Bare Act, read 43. Then can a magistrate arrest you? Yes. 44. And now in the successive videos, we need to enter into the details of this section from a layer 1 perspective. We are not going to get into the philosophy of these sections. We'll just introduce the terminology and then move ahead. तो आज से आपके CRPC में 3 लोग अरेस्ट कर पा रहे हैं. Police officer, private person, magistrate. What kind of magistrate am I referring to? You're going to read 44 and you're going to make a note yourself. And then when I come to 44, obviously I'm going to elaborate on it. Okay. So cognizable offense के अंदर, अब non-cognizable offense के अंदर मैंने आपको बता दिया name and residence. This is a crucial prelim का question. This is a crucial prelim का question. This was basically basic concepts. Okay. Now private person can arrest you. Yeah. Even जब अच्छा किस केस में जब नॉन बेलेबल या कॉग्निसेबल ऑफेंस हो रहा हो उसके सामने द प्राइवेट पर्सन कैन अरेस्ट यू देन प्रोड्यूस यू बिफोर द पुलिस हु विल री-अरेस्ट यू एज पर द डिटेल्स गिवन इन 41. व्हाट डू यू मीन री-अरेस्ट यू? बिकॉज देखिए जब प्राइवेट पर्सन ने अरेस्ट किया तो अरेस्ट नंबर 1 करेक्ट. सो द पुलिस नीड्स टू अरेस्ट यू देमसेल्व्स ताकि वो कोर्ट की प्रोसीजर वगैरह चालू कर सके. तो हम कोर्ट में जाके थोड़ा ना कह सकते जी इनको अरेस्ट किसने किया था? हाँ जी वो भैया वो जो B220 में रहते हैं ना उन्होंने अरेस्ट किया था. पुलिस वाले ये थोड़े ना कहेंगे. पुलिस वाले हमेशा कहेंगे ना जी उन्होंने अरेस्ट किया था. देन वी री-अरेस्टेड हिम. क्रूशियल टर्म फ्रॉम 41 or rather 43 in fact. Alright. अच्छा now think about it. Will a normal private person know? Will a normal person know that यार what is a non-bailable offense, what is a cognizable offense? पहले वो CRPC का वो schedule 1 खोलेगा, column 5, column 6 देखेगा, and then अच्छा अब मैं arrest करूँ. ऐसा कुछ होगा? खुद सोचिए. So this, you can just arrest someone, produce them before the police. Police decides cognizable and non-cognizable way, and then they, if needed, re-arrest or let them go. And अच्छा if it's a non-cognizable offense and then the police says कि नहीं यार चलो non-cognizable offense है but सामने वाला नहीं बताता, मैं नहीं बताता अपना नाम और रेजिडेंस, आ जाओ अब अरेस्ट करेंगे तुम्हें. अब अरेस्ट करेंगे. अच्छा ऑब्जेक्ट क्या था अरेस्ट का? To bring the accused before a court of trial for the proceedings, right? सुर लगा कर बोले. You see how fun it is? अब I think CRPC में काफी पढ़ने में मजा आ रहा होगा I believe, है ना? मतलब मुझे तो आ रहा है. This is so much fun. So another thing, अच्छा now this is over for the day and now we'll enter into basically आपका 41, 43, 44, 42, 41 to 44 basically, and we are in chapter arrest कर लूँगा तुम ऐसे भी तुक्का ट्रिगर लगा सकते हैं ना. अरेस्ट कर लूँगा. कौन सा चैप्टर? जनरल एक्सेप्शंस IPC. प्रीलिम्स जज बनना है ऐसे ही याद रखना है. आई एम नॉट एनीवन स्पेशल. ये नहीं कि आई एम एनी सुपीरियर टू यू. आई एम जस्ट डूइंग दिस डे एंड नाइट आउट so I tend to remember. But then since you have to prepare for the exam and you have to take the exam, remember it's always take an exam, not give an exam. You need to prepare like this. Alright. अच्छा अब मैं क्या बोल रहा था now I forgot. अच्छा 41 से 44, अभी हम 41 से 44 अभी आगे आते हैं। आपके लिए होमवर्क क्या क्या था, एक बार आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के वो पार्ट 5 देखेंगे और उसके अंदर देखेंगे अलग अलग चीजें क्या दे रखी हैं, जस्ट द टाइटल्स ऑफ दोस चैप्टर्स एंड पार्ट्स। ओके, अरेस्ट, कस्टडी, डिटेंशन, 3 गंगा जो बह रही है समझ में आई होगी, 3 ये चीजें हैं। एंड देन अच्छा ये यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ था तो थोड़ा सा मेंशन करना भूल गया इसको। 41 subsection 1 clause A to clause I says, or rather details, that a police officer without an order from a magistrate and without warrant can arrest any person under any circumstances provided subsection 1 A to I. Now my light is also gone off. It's just shooting a video is such a nightmare. Anyway, तो ये अब हम अगले वीडियो के अंदर 41 को let's open it up and then discuss it from a layer 1 perspective. Then in layer 2 we go into the philosophies, we go into the mains answer writing. This is just introductory concepts. ठीक है जी, चलिए see you in the next one. Take care, bye.